guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today I have another new Klarity Kosmetics palette to share with you guys today. This is the Forbidden Love palette and it drops on May 2nd at 10 a.m. CST. You can use my affiliate code Steff10 and that will save you 10% off of your order. Let's take a peek inside this really cool toned eyeshadow palette. So in here you are going to get a full-size mirror and you're going to get 12 beautiful matte and shimmer shadows. I'm not too sure if some of these are like duochromes or multichromes, but they definitely have a beautiful shift to them and they are buttery smooth. I love the Klarity Kosmetics formula. This is one of my favorite indie makeup brands and I was kindly sent this one in PR. So thank you so much to the Klarity Kosmetics team for thinking of me and sending this my way. I know we're going to create some beautiful looks with this one. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to welcome all of you and just say hello and introduce myself. My name is Steff. I love trying out new makeup, especially new indie makeup, drugstore makeup, you name it. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, all that good stuff. If that sounds great to you, I want to invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Klarity Kosmetics or this cool tone color story is really appealing to you, please give this video a big thumbs up before you go. As usual, everything will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping, I thank you guys so much for supporting me on my channel. Let's dive on into Forbidden Love. If y'all want to see the two looks I'm about to create, keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm filming this all out of order. I'm actually just getting home from work and we're going to start creating the first of two eye looks with this Forbidden Love palette from Klarity Kosmetics. Where do I want to start? I think I'm going to start with this shade right here. And the one thing I love about Klarity is that they always have the cutest shade names. So this one is called You Got Me. Like all of their shade names are just so appropriately themed around each palette that they do. And I've always thought that they have like just the cutest theming, branding, and shade names and all that stuff. And I'm going to take this shade on a BK Beauty A502. I did prime my eyelids with the Too Faced eyeshadow primer. I like to use that primer on days when I don't do a eye look. Like today, all I did was a little bit of highlighter and then eyeliner in the lower waterline. And so I find that I know not a lot of you like that eyeshadow primer. You say it's very drying for your eyelids. And I can agree to some extent. It doesn't crease. And that's why I wear it on days that I'm not going to do an eye look. Because sometimes when you have concealer or foundation on your lids, and if you don't powder it or use some type of mattifying eyeshadow primer, then it's going to create, you're going to have a line there, before lunch. So that's why I like to keep that one around and I always apply it on those days when I know I'm not going to do an eye look. And I knew I didn't wake up early enough to film all of this video before I left to work. I wanted to sleep in a little bit. We all need days like that. But I knew I'd be filming when I got home, so all right, I like that. That's a nice like lavender, kind of a periwinkle, maybe just a little bit. It's a nice crease shade. It's a nice transition shade. I think this would look nice on the lower lash line as well. All right, I'm going to go in next with this shade right here. This one is called Trapped, and I'm going to use my Sigma E27. And I'm going to apply this shade to the lid, but just to like the inner half. Sister just jumped up here. Sister, I think you're going to need to get down. Let's see. Get down. I don't want her to knock anything over. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to flip it around, and now I'm going to go into the shade right here, Forget Me Not. And I'm going to use this right out here. Really pretty. I like that blue purple matte. You could leave this as an all matte look if you wanted to. I think it looks great. I'm going to add a little bit more of the first shade back, just right in here to blend. That little shimmer you see right here, this is the highlighter I'm wearing. It's one of the new ones from Fenty Beauty. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do, I'm looking at this shade right here. This shade looks really, really pretty. Yeah, let's do that right here in the center. The shade was called, or is called, All I Want Is You. Oh, that's a U2 song. That's one of my favorites from them. A little bit of fallout, but I didn't use any glitter glue. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm going to take my shower and start editing. So I would recommend glitter glue, just so you can prevent that fallout. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I think I want to go back in with Forget Me Not. That's such a beautiful blue shade. And I also want to, you know what, while I'm at it, let me add a little bit more just to blend a little bit better, but I am going to bring this down, and I'll just use that same Sigma brush to the lower lash line. You can see I have that nude eyeliner in the waterline. It's from Essence. It's just one of their gel liners. Now on a BH Cosmetics pencil brush, let's try this beautiful shade right here. This one is called Twisted Affair, and I am going to spray the brush. Am I in focus? I hope so. That is very pretty, but still getting a little bit of fallout. All right, I think I'm gonna change up what I have in the waterline. I'm gonna do something different there. And I'm going to add some liner to the top lash line, and I'll be right back to show you guys the completed look number 1. All right, guys, so here is the completed look number 1. I really like the way this look turned out. The mascara I'm using today that I've been wearing all day is this one from Win Beauty. This is Serena Williams beauty brand, and it's a tubing mascara, and I really have been enjoying it. I used Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid liner on the top lash line, as well as their retractable eyeliner for the lower waterline, black and black. And I like the way the look turned out, but definitely use some glitter primer. Let's move over to the left eye and we'll start working on look number 2. All right, so for look number 2, I'm gonna start with this shade right here. This one is called Caught Up. And I'm taking this shade on a BK Beauty 212 brush. I'm just gonna focus that in the crease. Next, I'm going to go into the shade right here. This one is called Hollow Vision. I'm using my BK Beauty A502. I see a shade, it's a shade next to it in this palette that I want to use for the lower lash line. It looks like it's a satin shade. I think we're getting a lot of cool tone palettes. I received the new Sigma palette. It's a cool tone eyeshadow palette in PR. And I also received their new brush set. So I'm thinking I'm going to be filming with that tomorrow, if not the day after, because I know it's dropping pretty soon. It's probably dropping either the day you're watching this video or the day after this video goes up. But it's a really pretty palette, and the brushes are so soft. And I do have an affiliate code with them. I believe my affiliate code is Steff. It's in the description box of this video along with the rest of my codes and stuff. I actually just placed an order from Sigma. I got some brush cleaner and I got another Sigma switch for like changing out the colors, like a quick brush clean type of thing. And I got something else. I don't. Oh, I got a different shade of their eyeshadow primer. All right, I like that. That looks good. That looks good. Let's see. So this is the shade that I want to do for the lower lash line. This one is called Love 'em and Leave 'em. I think though I'm going to do this shade right here. This one is called Dangerous Love. I'm going to apply Dangerous Love all over the lid, and then I think I'm going to see how this one does just in the center. And I'm using a damp Morphe M709 to apply. That is a really pretty blue. That's like a denim blue. That is really pretty. But look, more fallout, so you need to be careful. I'm going to add a little bit more of this darker matte. All right, now with my finger, I'm going to go into this shade. It's called Never Meant to Be. It's like a bronze shade. Just going to apply it right here. Ooh, that's pretty. Blue and brown, such a beautiful color combination. Now on a Game Beauty E09, I'm going to go in with this shade. This one is called Love 'em and Leave 'em. I did spray the brush. Be careful with this one. This is a very deep shade. This is the deepest shade in the palette. I think I'm only going to take it to about right there. Oh wow, look, you know what? Since I have a lot on the brush, I'm going to use it kind of like as a liner. Perfect. Yeah, this is definitely like when you spray it, it almost becomes an eyeliner. Now for the inner corner, I want to use this baby blue matte. This one is called Separate Ways, and I'm taking it on my BH Cosmetics pencil brush. And if it looks like it has shimmer, it doesn't. It's just what I had left over from earlier today that I added that Fenty highlighter in my inner corner. But that is a beautiful baby blue. All right, guys, let me go take care of the finishing touches. I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. Okay, guys, so here's the completed look number 2. Same everything with the exception of the lower waterline. I went in with an old e.l.f. No Budge shadow stick that I have in my collection. This one is from their Cookies and Dream collection. They no longer make this shade, but I'm sure Prance from ColourPop, which I have right here, they're almost identical, so you could switch them out. But if you have this one, it's a good one. It's a nice baby blue shade, and these e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks are just really good in general. So I think I used all the shades that were in the palette. If not, very close to. Actually, there was only one shade I didn't get to use, and it was this shimmer right here. So let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts. All right, guys, so 11 shadows later. I got to use 11 out of the 12 shadows later. I think Forbidden Love is a beautiful color story from Klarity Kosmetics. I love that they've scaled down their palettes. They used to do larger palettes with larger pan sizes, and they listened to you guys. You all told them you wanted smaller pans, smaller palettes. They listened, and this is the traditional 12 pan palette size. And I just think they did such a beautiful job with this cool tone color story. Beautiful way to mix purples and blues, taupey shades in there, bronzy shades. I just think it's a really pretty palette. The shimmers are not very softly pressed like some of their other palettes. I know some of you have mentioned that sometimes your Klarity Cosmetics, your shimmers, they come broken. I'll say that the last 2 palettes I've received from them, I bought the Oasis palette, which was my last review on them, and then they sent me this one in PR. Neither one came broken. And all of my Klarity Cosmetics palettes, with the exception of maybe 1, 2 at the most, have always come intact, and they're always really well packaged. lots of bubble wrap on them and everything. But you know what? Stuff happens in transit. I get it. I always make sure that I check that little box for the shipping protection. I'm sure Klarity Cosmetics offers that. Even if it's just an extra dollar, $2, for me, it's worth it because I've used it on several occasions in order to get a replacement or to get my money back or vice versa. So um, this palette, I don't feel the shimmers are that softly pressed. I feel that they're great shimmers though, but you are going to need like some glitter glue or a glitter primer for them. The mattes are phenomenal. They're buttery, smooth, blendable. They're pigmented. I just like this color story. When I opened up the palette, I was like, wow, like that is a beautiful color story. I'm not really into skulls all that much, but I still think they did a really nice job with the artwork. If you're interested in purchasing this palette, it drops on May the 2nd at 10 a.m. CST. I do have an affiliate code with Klarity Cosmetics, and it is Steff10, and that saves you 10% off of your order. I will have my Klarity Cosmetics playlist linked in a pinned comment. That way you guys can go check out past reviews, get some ideas. But for me, I instantaneously loved this color story. I thought it was so pretty, so appropriate. We're seeing a lot of cool tone palettes released from Adept Cosmetics and the Amy collaboration to Sigma, and now this one from Klarity. There's so much good going on in makeup. I'm so excited. I want to give you guys a quick update. I've been wearing the new NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade Gettin' Butter all day today, and it looks great. It stayed on. I did contact customer service yesterday. It's Tuesday when I'm filming this video. So I contacted them on Monday, yesterday, letting them know that 5 of my shades were missing. The girl that I spoke to, she said they would send me those 5 shades, and then 2 hours later, I got an email saying those shades were sold out. We're refunding you the 50 some odd dollars. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to get those 5 shades anytime soon, but fingers crossed that these whole buttermelt blushes, all of their shades go to Ulta and just NYX retailers really soon, because I don't think NYX expected them to go viral so fast the way they did. But I have a full swatch video over the blushes and the bronzers in case any of y'all are interested, but I just wanted to give you guys that quick little update in case you were wondering what happened. I am going to get a refund for those missing blushes. But let me know your thoughts on today's Forbidden Love palette from Klarity Cosmetics. Which look is your favorite? Team 1, Team 2, none? Hopefully not. Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.